Every Separatist commander, General Grievous, 4 arms, metal lungs, no patience for Jedi, started as a Kaleesh warlord. Dooku gives him cybernetics and suddenly the Separatists have their own Jedi killing machine. He hits hard and fast, dropships land, troops run out, and Grievous charges straight at the enemy. At Hypori, he destroyed a whole Jedi team. Every Republic plan after that had to expect the coughing metal guy to show up. He doesn't hide in command bunkers, Juro, Munilist, Coruscant. He's right there in the mess. Even managed to kidnap Palpatine, which started that whole battle of Coruscant. Grievous gets bored easily. Siege taking too long, he's already moving to the next fight. His real weapon is making enemies panic. Kenobi finally catches up with him on Utapau. No epic speech, just fire, smoke, done. Count Dooku, or Darth Tyrannus. Rich guy face hiding a Sith plan. Dooku pretty much started this whole war. Walks out on the Jedi claiming the Order's rotting, then gets together with Sidious to run the Separatist movement. Every major Separatist leader answers to him. He's in the war for control. He is always juggling deals. Bankers one day, bounty hunters the next, tech guilds after that. He's not just politics though. His lightsaber skills are deadly. His old fencing style. Makashi stops quick fighters. He beats Obi-Wan, pushes Anakin and nearly matches Yoda. Quietly, he trains killers like Grievous, Asajj Ventress, and Savage Opress. Thinks he's building his own empire, but Sidious has already decided his ending. Palpatine uses him to push Anakin over the edge, then has Skywalker take his head. Dooku sees it coming at the last second. Too late. Asajj Ventress, pure chaos. Born on Dathomir, snatched by pirates, ends up with a Jedi mentor who actually gives a damn until he's killed. That wound in her never heals. She slides straight into the dark, catches Dooku's attention, and he changes her into his personal attack dog. Ventress fights like she's trying to erase the person in front of her. 2 red lightsabers, moving fast with flips and jumps that make the clone soldiers angry and swear inside their helmets. She leads raids, assassinations, anything too dirty for Dooku to put his name on. Kamino, hit it. Jedi strongholds, get in them. She's the mystery person in Republic war reports. But Dooku's loyalty is thin. When Sidious decides she's getting too strong, orders come down, drop her. She barely survives the betrayal. From there, rogue status, works with bounty hunters, hunts Jedi for pay, runs her own ops. The Night Sisters arc, she swings for revenge, gifts Dooku and Savage Opress a present, sets up a backstab. Admiral Trench, 6 legs, calm voice, plays war like it's a hunting job. He's a naval officer and a hunter in space. First run-in with the Republic, way before the Clone Wars. Siege of Malastare narrows, he's wrecking fleets until the Jedi finally take him down. They think he's dead. He's not. Comes back, eyes glowing, still running the same mind game. Pin the prey, choke the exits, watch them panic. Every battle with Trench feels like you're walking into his web. He's patient, lets you think you are winning, then tightens it until your fleets hit against something solid. Battle of Ringo Vinda holds the station under heavy Republic pressure. Siege of Annexes, same, gets the Republic into predictable moves. But patience has a cost. Annexes is where his web snaps. Skywalker doesn't play the game slow. He storms Trench's flagship, point blank kills him with a lightsaber. Wat Tambor, metal face, voice that shakes, always messing with the buttons on his suit. Tambor isn't just running the Techno Union, he's the lifeline for Separatist war machines. Battle droids, ships, upgrades, they all flow out of his factories. He's the guy who makes sure Grievous has ships and Trench has something to fight with. But if his work's in danger, he shows up. On Rylith, he locked a planet down, took everything the people had, and left them without anything to eat. He was sure his big numbers would save him, even with the Republic's closing in, but they didn't. Cham Syndulla's fighters broke through, Mace Windu took the capital, and Tambor was captured. He survives the war almost to the end, until Mustafar. Sidious finishes the last jobs and sends Vader. Tambor's in the room when the doors seal, no talks. The lightsaber comes out, and the Techno Union ends. Poggle the Lesser. Poggle runs Geonosis and the Separatists' droid factories. He's the one who approved building the first huge droid army in the war. He was right there in the first battle of Geonosis, sending wave after wave of battle droids and Geonosian fighters at the Jedi. He uses slaves to keep the factories running. When the Republic comes back to Geonosis later, they find the plant still making droids non-stop. He's smart enough to survive multiple defeats, escapes after Geonosis falls, hides, reappears when the Separatists need him, even hands out the Death Star plans to Dooku straight from Geonosian designers. He went unlucky in final stretch of the war. Republic raids close in, Jedi capture him alive. He's mysteriously killed while locked up. Case closed, war continues. Nute Gunray. Looking worried? Gunray's the survivor. He's been in Separatist politics longer than most of these warlords. Started with the Naboo attack years before the Clone Wars even kicked off, and somehow turned that disaster into a seat at Dooku's table. He rules the business paths, controls the supplies. Half the Separatist military resources have to pass through his Trade Federation networks. That means if Nute Gunray doesn't like a plan, it slows down, or just doesn't happen. But worry eats him alive. Every time the Republic wins a battle, he's looking for an escape. And yet, he keeps landing back in Separatist leadership, because nobody else can juggle the bribes like him. He dodges capture a ridiculous number of times, escaping Naboo, Geonosis, Rhodia, but Sidious doesn't keep loose ends. When the final order comes down, he's herded onto Mustafar with the rest of the leadership. Vader walks in, red blade flashes, and Gunray's begging for his life. Doesn't work, ends right there on the floor. Rune Haako. Always 2 steps behind Gunray, but somehow stuck to him like shadow glue. Haako's the law mind of the Trade Federation. He's not a frontline leader, but you don't survive multiple wars sitting next to Gunray without being useful. On Naboo, he's right there during the attack, giving advice, covering legal tracks. During the Clone Wars, he follows Gunray and goes into the Separatist Council room, and when the shooting starts, he's already working on how to explain it away in court. His cautious nature doesn't save him. He survives almost the entire war by staying close to Gunray and far from blaster fire, but Mustafar kills that plan. Sidious pulls the whole Separatist leadership into one room, Vader shows up, and Rune's got nowhere to run. Passel Argente. Pale skin and a face that never quite says what he's thinking. He's the guy working for the trade bosses, but in the Clone Wars, that meant he controlled private armies, fleets of transports, and enough lawyers to choke a bantha. He's a businessman who'll turn cargo ships into warships. When the war starts, Argente makes money for himself while telling everyone he's loyal to the Separatists. He's present at key strategic gatherings, nodding along while Grievous talks killing and Tambor talks production. Argente doesn't care how messy the war gets, and like most of the Separatist elite, he thinks his position protects him from the worst outcomes. Wrong. Mustafar proves every deal, every alliance, every promise was just paper. Vader storms in. Argente tries to talk, but no chance. He's dead before his body even hits the floor. Sandhill. Tall frame, long fingers, sharp eyes. Sandhill is the face of the intergalactic banking clan during the war. His power is in debts. Planets, corporations owe him, and the Separatist Council runs partly because he funds them. Before the Clone Wars, Hill's already famous for financing both sides of conflicts, profiting no matter who loses. Once Dooku ropes him into the cause, Hill starts channeling massive funds into droid production, shipbuilding, and hiring. His pride is quiet. When the Separatist cause starts to crumble, he doesn't panic. He thinks his wealth keeps him safe. On Mustafar, he's calm. Maybe he thinks credits can buy forgiveness. The saber cuts through that idea in seconds. Hill's body drops, and the entire financial backbone of the Separatists collapses overnight.